the Baltimore Ravens taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it'd be... As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on third down, Jackson, and he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Incomplete.
Jackson now from the gun on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Jackson.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
For the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's third down.
Third down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this underneath to Bell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
This time Jackson will throw it over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down
a minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Ravens 3, Chiefs nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The MVP, Lamar Jackson, heading out again with his Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Breaks a tackle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Chiefs nothing.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 in a first down.
Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100%. In his rookie year, as head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy. And when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he stopped immediately there.
Le'Veon,
the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
No gain on the play.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of Mecole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler, he led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
A gain of 4. It's now
this time he'll look to throw.
At the 24-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36. And many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
And he knocks it through. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Buying time to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. 20-17, your final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take him the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Second down and goal. Mahomes being chased. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Butker on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The last 2 guys on the cover of Madden going toe-to-toe here, and a great one brewing in the third. Everything we'd expect from Mahomes and Jackson, 2 of the best young stars in the game. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger. Tyrann Mathieu pushes past him. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Chiefs. Take over.
The timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now here comes Kansas City. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back. But also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
Complete to Nico.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. 90 is a win. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
That is on 9-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant.
Jackson.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and...
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Jackson will throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the
and the Chiefs are going to get him. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
KC's offense ready to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Come on, Nat.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 21-17, 1:37 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle.
Jackson's pass.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Jackson.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down. And
here's Jackson.
To go.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Des Bryant. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you